back to my channel. So would you believe it, I just filmed this whole update and I realized I forgot to put mascara on. So now I'm refilming the update. What is wrong with me? Why can't I make videos anymore? I feel like every single video that I try to film, there's always an issue or I have to refilm it 2 to 3 times. I am not going to do that. So whatever happens to this video, it's going out there into the universe. Anyway, this is my update for my Pan palette. Welcome, enjoy the video. I have just done my makeup. It is like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I've been working all day and I just did not want to put any makeup on. And then I was like, well, I want to film my video. So I have put some makeup on for you. So you are welcome. I've been working on the Stoned Vibes from Urban Decay all year long. If you've been following the series, this is my 2nd year doing a Pan palette. Obviously, I'm still not a pro at this at all, but I'm pretty proud what the palette looks like now versus when I first rolled it in. I will put a picture up on the screen just to remind you all what it looked like when I rolled it in, because I'm quite shocked. I don't remember what it looked like last month, but I know what it looked like when I rolled it in. And yeah, comparing it to now, it is pretty cool how far I've come. So for last month, obviously you could have a look and see I had 7 pans in the palette. And if you saw my latest beauty bank sort of monthly wrap-up video, this is the palette that I've used the most so far this year, which makes complete sense. Now, without even counting April numbers, it was like up to 79 uses, I think. So definitely gonna be well into the 90s, I think, just from looking at everything. I don't know, I'll have to have a look. So anyway, let's show you what it looks like. I'll try to hold it and try not to move. Okay, there you go. I think that's comfortable for me. Anyway, I feel like straight away the most noticeable change is really from this first shade, which is Good Karma. Obviously, I have expanded that pan quite a bit more. That one I've used 11 more times this month. And I don't know if I'll have it done by next update, but maybe in the next couple months that one will be completely done. So that's really exciting. It's just a shade that I use every single day. Ooh, is the lighting gonna fix it? It's a shade that I try to use every single time when I remember to use it. I used it a little bit today just as a setting base, but obviously I went completely different with what color I wanted to use. But yeah, it's just a shade that I dip into if and when I need to or I remember. And then we have, which one is this? Jade. I used this twice this month. The second time actually is today. I put it on my lower lash line. I went a little bit, I don't know, I was going for like a sultry look, but I kept putting more stuff on my eyes. So I don't know if it turned out right. And then I kept putting more blush, so I got a little bit blushier. And it's one of those things where I'll do a little bit of makeup, maybe 2-3 shades, and then I just kept going and going and going. I also underpainted today. Like I've really like done a lot. And I don't know if it's even noticeable, but I definitely feel like I'm wearing a lot of makeup. And I'm not going anywhere, so that's always fun. So anyway, Jade I used twice, not a lot to be fair. I think because I'm also working on the Artemis and that has some greens in it from a project level up, I just have been neglecting this green just simply because if I'm gonna go into green, I go into the Artemis, but I actually went into both of them today. So I was smart and I was like, oh, hang on, I do have a green in this palette, let's not forget it. But yeah, I love these shades. So I don't think that one looks any different. Then we have Opal Aura. I used that twice. I used it in the inner corner one day. And then the other time, I think I put it on top of another shimmer just to improve the overall effect because I didn't like the shimmer. I don't recall what look that was in though. So I used that twice. And then Tiger's Eye, really love this one. I used it 3 times though, not too many times. Then we have Vibes. I used that once. And then we have Antidote. I used that 3 times. I feel like I used it way more, but I've only marked 3 times. This one, I don't know if you're going to be able to notice because I think I tried to show you in my last update and you couldn't see it. You couldn't see when I was editing the video, but there is a little bit of a dip forming now. So hopefully you can see that. If not, just believe me, there is. And it's getting a little bit more powdery too. I think the first layer of the matte was quite dry and now I'm in the sweet spot where there's a little bit of kick up, so I'm actually losing quite a bit, which I don't know is a good thing or a bad thing, but if I'm trying to pan a palette, I guess it's kind of a good thing. I don't really know. But this one I've only used 3 times, but I feel like there is quite a bit of progress compared to the start of the year as well. So really excited about that. I don't think I'll have a pan in it by next update unless I go crazy and use it every single day this month. But I think maybe in the next 2 months I'll have a pan in it. So that is cool, because I think when I first rolled this in, I was like, I think it's only going to be the shimmers and I'm not going to hit pan in any of the mattes. But now I'm changing my mind. Okay, then we have Hexed. I used this twice. This one, again, a little bit more disturbance. Not as much as Antidote, but I definitely do feel like it's changing quite a bit. So that one is exciting too. And then we have Bloodstone. I did not use Bloodstone. I also did not use Ojo. It's just my least favorite shade in this palette. It is this dark shimmer blue. It has specks of white and pink and kind of purple. So it is beautiful when you use it, but I just don't go into blue, and especially haven't really gone into blue all that much recently. So it's been neglected. I know I said in my last update I want to use all the shades at least once, and I have failed to do that, but I also have just wanted to use the palette when I wanted to use the palette, because I don't want to hate pan this palette since I'm going to be using it all year long, and it is one of my favorite palettes in my collection, so I don't want to start hating it, right? So I'm not going to force myself to use a shade if I really don't want to use it. Obviously, I'm reminding myself to use this palette if and when it makes sense. So if I want to do a blue look, or I don't mind doing a blue look, then I'll probably go into it maybe this month. I don't know. But anyway, didn't go into that one. I also did not go into Raw Energy either. This one's just a little bit dry, so I just haven't really wanted to go into it. I haven't managed to make it like creamy, because I know I said the same thing with Meditate, and then I was able to hit pan in it last month and it got really creamy. This one's still pretty dry and I haven't gone into it, so I need to probably lose that pan, smush it all together, and then it will be a nice consistency again, because the top layer is definitely a bit too dry at the moment. So when I go into it, it's like really like stiff and it's hard to get a lot of pigment. Meditate, I only went into it once this month. I think I went into it a little bit more last month and I was kind of sick of it, because it's just a brown with a little bit of like obviously a flash of pinky orange, which is pretty, but I just didn't want to use it this month. So I only went into it once. And then Third Eye, I don't know if you're going to be able to notice the difference, but there is a little bit of a dip forming in Third Eye as well. I use it in my Alter V. It is more of a satin, it's not a pure matte shade, but I've been using it as a matte and it works fine as a matte. So yeah, I've been enjoying that one. I used that 5 times this month. So actually I used this one the most, and then this one 5 times, then Antidote and Third Eye 3 times. And I think all the others just twice if I used it. So my average is like 2-3 times, I guess. So that's my update. I've been really enjoying it. So and like I said, I just don't want to go into this palette and force myself to use it. So as long as I'm still enjoying it, loving it, being relaxed about when I use the palette, I think I will be successful in this project, because I don't really know compared to other people if I'm doing well or not in terms of the progress. Like we are in May now. We're starting May. And so we're getting close to the middle of the year, right? You know, by next update, it'll be the middle of the year. And I don't know if after 6 months, is this a good amount of use for a pan matte palette? You always kind of wonder and question. However, looking at when I first rolled it in the year, I feel like there's been a big change, right? I feel like there has. And also, shouldn't compare yourself to others. As long as I'm enjoying it, having fun, which I still am, and I'm still really loving it. I'm not sick of it yet. And I think it's because it has the different shades. I can go into warm and cool tone in here. I can do green looks. I can do lovely peachy, orangey looks, which I have been enjoying because I tend to do that during the spring. And then obviously blue, if I want to, which I don't want to right now. But you do have this icy blue here, which I really love. So I don't know. I've been enjoying it, and that is my update. So thank you so much for watching. Hopefully I don't need to refilm this again and you see this version of the video. Anyway, like and subscribe if you'd like to. I would really appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all next time. Bye.